Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Tonight, we're gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it out. It's race day. Hey, 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 hey. Snow on the ground, but the track's on fire. Chrome bells ringing, engines climbing higher. Lights on the wall, Christmas red and green. Late models loaded, you know what I mean. Garages buzzing, crews locked in tight. Santa brought horsepower for Friday night. Wrenches turning, feel that rumble grow. This ain't a sleigh, hey, it's time to go. No sled night, no calm, no peace. Just a flying when the green light hits. Stockings hung, but the gloves come on when the flag drops. The nice list gone. Christmas clap, let it off, hit dirt, flying high, full throttle, no lift. Jingle bells shaking when the engines scream. Limaland loud under Christmas lane. Christmas flag, can't wait. Who's gonna win it? Who's getting brave? Ho, 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 now smash the gas. Welcome everybody to the Christmas clash. Cold outside, but the cockpit's hot. Every driver chasing what Santa's got. Slide, jobs coming, elbows out wide. Hard chargers hunting on the cushion side. Paint schemes shining under holiday glow. Best rap prize, let the judges know. 100 laps, only one can stand. Cash in the pocket or dirt on the hand. All sales final, no turning back. From P1 last, everyone to turn. Heaters all perked, heading high. Check a flag waiting at the finish line. Christmas dirt, let it out, flip, full flight out, full throttle, no lift. Jingle bells shaking when the engines scream. Limeland loud under Christmas lights gleam. Business and big quick. Who's gonna win it? Who's getting brave? Ho, 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 now smash the gas. Welcome everybody to the Christmas clash. Drivers ready, spotters loud, Discord packed, full Christmas crowd. 3, 2, 1, let's race. Christmas full send mode. Slide it sideways, overload. From first to fifth, cash on the line. Hey, this ain't a carol, this is race time. I'm in Christmas clash. Checkered there. Only one leaves feeling glad. Ho, 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 now smash the gas. Welcome everybody to the Christmas clash. Merry Christmas and good luck, drivers. Green flag is out. Hey!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Christmas Clash. We are here at Limaland Motorsports Park for a great field of cars here. Christmas Clash is sponsored by your main guy, Stephen Rayfield. So thank you, Rayfield, for giving me the opportunity for all this and all the guys up there as well. But overall, guys, we got a great field of cars, and I can't wait to see what we can do here. So let me pull up a thing real quick. Let's check out who we have on board with us here tonight. We'll go on board with, oh man, I'm already on board with this guy, Blake Majulis. Blake Majulis, Christmas Clash. Good to see Blake here running the 127 machine. Adam Tyler Scott, he was just on the track. Scott Klum as well. He's racing in ODS a couple of times. Welcome. Hayden Cardwell, welcome to Christmas Clash and running Nick Hoffman wrap. I love it. Jeffrey Watt also here tonight in the 26 machine. Love the wrap. Brian Wells as well making some laps here tonight. Devin Bright here. Let's see. Right now, we got a couple people here. Gavin is sitting P4 right now. I want to hop on a guy who's sitting second. He's on the track. It's James Murphy. James Murphy actually won himself a free spot during a practice session or a practice race that we had. Same thing for Logan Rumsey. Rumsey, he was practicing all day with us early today, so good to see Rumsey here. But I think it is time for qualifying. I'm correct. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into our qualifying here tonight. Let's hop on board with somebody that we're going to see real quick. I'm trying to see how... No, we got the wrong one. I need my slideshow, please. I forgot to add that. Let me take that off real quick for you guys. My bad. I know. I had it on there. I do apologize. I'm not too sure why my sponsors ain't popping up. Alright, you know what? We're just going to roll with it for right now until I can fix it later. But right now, no one's on the track but Jay Henderson. Jay Henderson's out on the track. Money's up for grabs here tonight as well. So here's Jay Henderson right now, sitting P1 in qualifying. His first 2 laps are out. He's done already. He's sitting P1. Tyler Smith, he's going out there. Let's try to hop on Tyler Smith before he runs out. He's sitting second with a 13.023. Jay Henderson with a 12.982, so he's sitting quick so far. Devin Bright goes up to third. First lap with a 13.073 for Devin Bright. Second lap for Bright. Is it going to be faster? No, it's not. It's going to be slower. 13.167. Top on Peyton Anderson here. Peyton L. Anderson taking the track. First lap for Peyton is, well, we're going to find out. Jackson jumps up to P4. Peyton first lap in at 13.079. 75, sorry. He's going to be up to 4th. He's going to take that 4th position away now. Second lap for Peyton. Is it going to be faster? It is going to be faster. He's going to jump up to second with a 12.991. Waiting for right now. No one else is hitting the track. So right now, Jay Henderson is sitting on the top of the chart right now with a 12.982. No one hitting the track still. Currently waiting. There goes Kane. Kane Williams is hitting the track now in the 22 machine. Scott as well, so we're going to stay on board here with Kane. Kane takes the green flag, gets running the top of 1 and 2. Same thing in 3 and 4. We'll see what he can get out of 4 here. First lap for Kane. First lap for Kane is going to be a quick time with a 12.876. Second lap coming around time by for Kane. Is it going to be faster? Yes, it is. It's going to be a little bit faster. It's going to be sitting with a 12.78 or 12.785. Scott's going to jump up to second, and Brandon Geisway up to third with a 12.936. So right now, Kane Williams holding that top spot right now. Hop on Matthew Shelby here. Matthew hitting the track now. First lap in for him coming out of turn number 4. First lap for him is a 12.932. 12.932. Second lap for Selby. He's going to roll the bottom. And he's going to jump up to the top of the chart with a 12.723. A 12.723. Great job for him. Logan Rumsey out on the track as well. Logan Rumsey hitting the track right now. He's going to take the green flag this time. Dean Reynolds up to 8th as well. Gavin jumps up to P2 with a 12.757. Chase Shoemake also up to 3rd. Gavin on his last lap is going to be a little bit slower, but Logan Rumsey jumps up to the chart. He's going to jump up there with a 12.536. 12.536 right now. Looking for Blake Majulis. Majulis out on the track right now. He's going to take his lap out as well. Let's hop on Cardwell, actually. Hayden Cardwell. He's going to roll the bottom here at Limaland. We'll see what he can get on his first lap here. He's going to get a 12.515. A 12.515 for Hayden Cardwell. He's going to jump up to P1 now. Logan's still sitting P2. And last lap is going to be a little bit slower. Blake Majulis. I'm looking for Blake here. His second lap. First lap did not count. 14.025. But second lap on this time. Maybe you... Is it going to count? Yes, it is. A 12.651. 12.651. That count for him as well? Yes, it is. It's going to put him up to P3 as we got 5 seconds left. So, congrats to Hayden Cardwell for winning your pole position here tonight. So, congrats to you, Cardwell, on qualifying here tonight. Congrats to him, and also thank you for Brandon Geiswhite for sponsoring that heat race. I do apologize if I cannot pronounce it right. I have to find that logo real quick since it not want to pop up for me. Kirvana Creations. I do apologize if I do not say that right, Brandon. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your starting lineup for Heat Race number 1. Starting inside row number 1 will be your pole sitter, Hayden Cardwell. On outside of him will be Matthew Shelby. Inside row number 2 will be Kane Williams and Brian Wells. On outside of him, inside row number 3 will be Scott Coolm and Devin Cole. Inside row number 4 will be James Murphy and Alex Murray on outside of him, and tagging 9th position. And inside of row number 5 will be Devin Bright. Devin Bright on that starting 9th here tonight. 9 cars for 10 laps. Right now, the guys are getting their call right now for how they want to start this race. Hayden, man, starts pole here tonight. This is going to be a good race for us here, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Okay, so I can probably see why it's not popping. There we go. Now we got the logos popping up. There we go. Sorry for Henderson Amusements. Henderson Amusements also going to be our yellow flags here tonight, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going to get ready to go green. Green flag out for heat race number 1.
Green flag, green flag.
Hayden Cardwell off to a great start, running the bottom. Kane Williams is going to follow right behind him. Selby right there as well in that final transfer spot. Kane up to the top. Same thing for Matthew. He's falling back a little bit. Brian Wells takes that P3 on the bottom. Cardwell rolling the bottom. Still so far in heat race number 1, looking pretty good. Devin Coyle in the back. A little bit of contact there from Selby and Kane. Selby all over the back end of Kane here as we got a battle for the final transfer spot. Great race all around this racetrack right now for P3 from the final transfer spot. Only 3 go straight to the A. The rest will have to go to the B main. So right now, Matthew holding off that final transfer spot. Here comes Murphy. James A. Murphy, your free entry guy. He's working his way up to P4, looking for possibly a transfer spot into tonight's race. Brian sees him coming. He's going to come up across. We're going to go on board with Matthew here. Matthew's going to dive down low. Slider on Kane. He's going to get it. He's got the slider on Kane. Kane right back underneath him. Side by side. 4 laps to go. Matthew and Kane going at it for P2 as Brian and James are railing them in. Matthew's going to take P2 away now. Kane's going to fall back. Stay right behind him. Run a lane lower than him. Hayden Cardwell off to a great start, still rolling the bottom of the racetrack, just gone. As you can tell, that sunlight is just a killer right now, but still a great battle right now. But Brian Wells is trying everything in the 86 machine to get around Williams here. Kane holding him off right now. White flag should be waving. Yes, it is. White flag waving for Hayden Cardwell. We're going to stay on board here with Hayden as he takes around 3 and 4. Hayden Cardwell will win heat race number 1, and we'll talk to him later tonight. And here is your heat race results. Hayden Cardwell, Matthew Shelby, and Kane Williams all advance. The rest will have to go to the consolation race here tonight. Heat race number 2 looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. Starting inside of row number 1, there'll be Logan Rumsey, and outside of him will be Gavin Grivet. Inside number 2 will be Dean Reynolds and Brandon Geiswhite. Inside of row number 3 will be Devin Coyle and Jeffrey Watt on the outside of him. And inside row number 4 will be Jay Henderson and Elena. And tag at the end of the field, starting 9th here tonight. Inside row number 5 will be Jackson Johnstone. 10 laps of distance once again for this race. Logan Rumsey starts pole as he was second quick. Like I said, we do have cautions and all that stuff and all that, so We're gonna be talking to our drivers here during a 10-minute warm-up if we need to. But Logan's gonna start off with heat race number 2. Running a Cal Larson wrap, it looks like. Like I said, he was practicing earlier today. Watched him. He looked pretty good, but the track state was pretty tacky. So I know Logan from PA. He's pretty good in sprint cars and all that. So Logan, PA native here, rooting for you. Hopefully you can get it done here tonight, Logan. Same thing for Dean. I love Dean Reynolds. Dean treat me with a lot of respect and all that stuff. So. Here we go, guys. Logan Rumsey looking for the start here in heat race number 2. And the 3 and 4 this time by. We are looking for the green, and we are racing.
Green, green, green.
Heat race number 2 off to a great start. Logan Rumsey's already off to the bottom of the racetrack. Gavin's going to take P2. Dean Reynolds in that final transfer spot. Here comes Dylan Coyle. Dylan Coyle running the bottom, looking for the final transfer spot. Brandon Geiswright's ripping the lip as well. Gas Monkey on the top of the racetrack. He's looking for P3. Dean Reynolds staying right behind Gavin, taking his time. Brandon Geiswright side by side for P3. A little bit of contact there. A lot of cars all the way back there. 4-3 wide. A little bit of contact there from Dylan. More cars into the wall. Look like Elena and probably Jeffrey were involved there, but Brandon Geiswright takes P3 away from Dean Reynolds now. Dean Reynolds is sitting out of that transfer spot. He definitely wants to get around Brandon here once again, but Brandon holding off P1 or P3 right now. Logan Rumsey, like I said, he's walking away with this one as he's ripping the top here at Lima. Still hop on board here with Dean Reynolds. Jackson Johnstone from 9th up to 5th right now, looking for P4. Slider into Dean Reynolds. Not sure if he wanted to do that. Jackson is pretty clean, but man, not when you want to do that if you're trying to take out one of the nicest guys here in iRacing. Slider for P4. Jackson has P4 right now. Dean right back underneath of him. Brandon Geiswright looking to take P2 from Gavin now. He's rolling him in. 2 laps to go. Jackson Johnstone and Dean Reynolds side-by-side action going on for P4. Jeffrey and Dylan all right there. Same thing for Jay Henderson. Jay's also on the move. But Dean Reynolds holding off that 4th position. White flag out for Logan Rumsey. Logan Rumsey wins your Heat 2. Will win heat race number 2. Man, I am starting like crazy. I do apologize, guys. I do apologize. Was not really prepared for myself, I guess. But Logan Rumsey, Gavin, and Brandon all advance. The rest will go to the B main, maybe C main. So we're going to see what happens there. Heat race number 3 looks like starting inside row number 1 will be Blake Majulis. On the outside of him will be Chase Shoemake. Do apologize if I say your name wrong. Inside row number 2 would be Adam Scott, and outside of him would be Randy Jensen. Inside row number 3 would be Bentley Stewart, and outside of him would be Mason Setting. Inside row number 4 would be Peyton Anderson and Tyler Smith, and tagging the end of the field will be Dan Hendrick. Dan Hendrick tagging the end of the field. Another 11 laps for heat race number 3 as the cars are off and rolling. Blake Majulis goes 3rd quick in qualifying. So congrats to you, Blake, on that.
Alright, Dan, we having some internet issues that we're gonna figure out here soon.
But man, look at I just want to point it out. He's running my wrap because I let him run it. So Adam Tyler Scott's supposed to be the number 23, 27. I'm not too sure what number, but he is driving the 41 car here tonight. So it's a nice looking wrap. Check out 51 Designs as well. But here we go, guys. Heat race number 3 about to take underway from Blake, and we are racing.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag racing for heat race number 3. Blake has P1 so far. Battle for seconds, heating up between Adam and Chase. Chase and Adam side by side. Adam was right underneath of him, not going to get him yet. Chase gets the momentum on the top. Here comes Peyton Anderson as well. Peyton Anderson rolling the very bottom. Randy Jensen looking to take P3 away from Adam. He's going to get it so far at the line. Randy Jensen and Adam Tyler going at it now. Side by side for P3. Adam's staying committed to the bottom, but he might go to the top now as he sees people going around him. So Randy Jensen sitting in that final transfer spot. Peyton Anderson trying to get to the top, but he's not going to get the room for anything. That's their 3-4 wide. Adam holding off P4 as Bentley Stewart's right behind him. Randy Jensen railing in your P2 Chase. They're not too far. Like I said, pretty top dominant track right now. A little bit of contact going on between these guys. Adam has some nose damage. I hate to see that. Dan Hendrick up to P4, battling with Bentley now. Bentley Stewart up to P4, battling with Dan. They're side by side. Your top 3 has ran away a little bit, so man, it's pretty much battle for 4th. Bentley and Dan right now. These guys are just trying to lock themselves into a great position to start into tonight's B main. So we'll see what happens here as we come to, what, 2 laps to go? Yes, 2 laps to go. Blake Majula still leading this race so far in a 127. Chase trying to roll him down, but I don't think he's going to get it with 2 laps here as the white flag is out for Blake. Blake Majula starts pool of heat race number 3. He's going to lead it from green to checkered. Same thing as the rest of the heat races. Blake Majula will win heat race number 3. Take a look at the results. Blake Majula, Chase Shoemake, and Randy Jensen, the top 3 advancing into tonight's A main. I do believe this should be your B main. We're about to real quick. Yep, B main, 15 minutes, 5 laps, or 15 laps. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your tonight's B main lineup. Brian Wells will start inside row number 1. Outside of him will be Dean Reynolds. Inside row number 2 will be Bentley Stewart and James Murphy on outside of him. Inside row number 3 will be Jeffrey Watt and Mason Settings on outside of him. Scott Kuhlman inside row number 4 and Jackson Johnstone starting in the 8th position. Inside row number 5 will be Adam Scott and Alex Murphy. Inside of row number 6 will be Jay Henderson and Tyler Smith right beside him on the outside of row number 6. Inside of row number 7 will be Devin Bright and Devin Coyle, and inside of row number 8 will be Peyton Anderson and Dylan and Devin. Sorry. So Dylan on outside and Devin on the outside row number 8. Inside of row number 9 will be Elena, and tagging the end of the field will be Dan. So that will round out your B main here tonight. 15 laps of distance, like I said. I do apologize if I pronounce people's names wrong. I do have a problem with that. I'm trying to expand that out for me, you know, with getting people's names down and all that. So I do apologize for that. But we're going to do heat race interviews here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, guys, try to stay off for a second.
But here we go, guys, into 3 and 4. Green flag out.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waving for your B main here tonight. Right now, Dean Reynolds and Dan are going at it. Not too sure who makes it into tonight's A main. 15 still.
Hey, Dane, you're not stopping.
Brian Wells off to a great start. Dean Reynolds holding off that P2. Here comes Bentley down low, side by side. And are we looking at our first caution,
Yellow,
maybe?
yellow, yellow.
Yes, we are. First caution. Our Henderson Amusement caution coming out. So let's take a look at the replay real quick. If it wants to work for me. There we go. Henderson Amusement yellow out. So we're gonna take a look at this real quick. If it wants to show still, it's got a little bit of delay. Still working on it. So of course it's not gonna show it. So we're gonna go back a little bit. Right here.
We're gonna call that a racing deal.
So we're on board with Jeffrey here. Jeffrey's side by side with Jackson. Jackson, I don't know. He might have been broken already. Kind of put him into the wall. Jackson might have finished him. Then you got a couple other cars finishing right behind him. So not what you want to see for Jeffrey there. Hate to see it happen. But there's your Henderson Amusement caution for your B main. So 14 laps. We're going to try going green, try going live here. Here we are. Going green once again. Brian Wells off to a great start. What a jump for him. Dean Reynolds sleeping on that start. He's going to fall back to third. Bentley Stewart takes it 3 wide, 4 wide for P2. Bentley, Mason, Dean, and James all right there. Dean Reynolds, well, I'm not too sure what happened. Cars all over the place, scrambling for a position. I understand everyone wants to make the race. They want to make the 100 lap. But man, this is not how you want to race. You want to race people clean. You don't want to make it to where you can't make it into tonight's A main. But right now, Johnstone up to P4, P5 right now battling. Brian Wells holding off first place right now. Bentley Stewart taking P2. Dean Reynolds, like I said, I want to see him move up, but I'm not too sure how many they're taking. I can take a look real quick. B main is going to take 11 to the feature. So 11 to the feature right now, and that final position is Peyton Anderson. Peyton Anderson holding off that final transfer spot into tonight's A main. Brian's still holding them off pretty well. He's got a big gap on them. Bentley Stewart trying to reel him in. He's reeling that top in right now. Oh, got tight right there. That's going to give Mason a good jump right here on him. James A. Murphy up to P5, rolling the bottom. Dylan Coyle sitting in that final transfer spot right now. Dylan in the 85, 86 machine. He's in the middle. They're 3 wide for a position, and yellow is out. And looks like Jay Henderson upside down. So that's going to bring out another Henderson Amusement yellow. Let's take a look right here. There's Jay right there in the 18 machine with Tyler Smith on the outside of him. Looks like a little bit of contact. I'm not too sure what's going on. Don't know why the caution came out. Looking right now, looks like Tyler Smith going up the track. Lands in the wall. Here comes Jay. Jay floats up. All right, so Devin Coyle is in the wall right there. Not what you wanted to see, and it just came down into Jay Henderson there. Jay already spun and just nowhere to go for Jay, and I think he just, lost his nose and just flipped it on his own there. So hate to see that happen for Jay Henderson as he was trying to work himself into tonight's A main. So we're going to hop on board again. So Jay's in the pit, double back up, going green once again. Here we go, green flag racing.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Brian Wells off to a great start. Bentley on the top right behind him, but here comes Mason. Mason was right there, 3-2 wide. Side-by-side action going on. Mason takes P1 so far, and Brian takes it right back. Bentley slided for second on Mason. Mason has to check up a little bit. Here comes James Murphy. James Murphy on the bottom. 3 laps to go for your B main. James Murphy rolling the bottom of the racetrack for P2. 2, but he's going to lose a couple positions because here comes Jackson Johnstone. Johnstone out of nowhere. He's up to 5th. He's trying to get himself locked into a higher position into tonight's A-Main. Let's go back up here to P11 as the battle's going on. Jeffrey might have got into Peyton as Peyton is in the wall. No caution. He is going to be done. So Jeffrey holding off that final transfer spot right now. Who is going to take it? White flag out. Checkered coming out this time. Bye out of 4. And Jeffrey is going to take your final transfer spot. So congrats to Jeffrey on that.
Appreciate it, guys.
We're going to get ready for our heat race interviews right now. So Brian, Bentley, Mason, James, Jackson, Dean, Seth, or Scott, Alex, Dylan, Adam, and Jeffrey all advance into tonight's A-Main. Rest, thank you guys for coming out. We're going to get ready for our heat race interviews real quick, so give me a second as I get ready for that. So we're going to bring in our heat race number 1 winner. Let's bring in Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell was our fastest overall in practice, or sorry, in qualifying. So let's bring him in real quick. Hayden, you got a copy? Hey man, congrats to you on a heat race number 1 win. Take us back what was going through your mind there in heat race number 1 and what you got to do to prepare yourself for 100 laps here. I 100%. I saw you rolling the bottom in heat race and the same qualifying. Do you think it's going to stay pretty much bottom dominant for the entire 100 laps, or do you think it's going to move all over the place? Well, 100%, man. All right, well, Hayden, congrats to you on a heat race number 1 win, and hopefully we talk to you again later tonight. All right, that was Hayden Cardwell, heat race number 1 winner. Let's bring in Logan Rumsey. Logan Rumsey, heat race number 2 winner, as I try to find him real quick. There he is. Logan, you got a copy? Hey, man, congrats to your win in heat race number 2. Take us back what was going through your mind and how you think tonight's 100 laps going to play out for you tonight. One 100%, man. Do you think it's going to be a 1-lane track on the top, like I was talking to Caden, or you think it's going to possibly go to the bottom, middle, or going to be all over the place? All right. Well, hopefully the middle comes in, and hopefully you get some good racing. But congrats to you again, Logan, and hopefully we talk to you again later tonight. All right, that was Logan Rumsey. Just waiting on Blake Majulis. Blake winning heat race number 3. He's not in the waiting room, so no idea where Blake's at. So possibly no interview for Blake. Hate to see that. I wanted to talk to Blake a little bit. And I hope I actually got the game. I hope I got audio. Was audio working for you guys? I hope it was, because I thought it was working. Was the audio working for Okay, it wasn't. Thank you, Cody. I just realized that. My bad. That's my fault, guys. I made a mistake again. Of course I make a mistake. My bad, guys. I'll try to bring him in one more time to see if I can get an interview. Alright, so I do apologize to that. Good thing I just looked on it and you guys called it out, so thank you guys for calling that out. I'm gonna try to bring him up one more time. I'm gonna try to bring him up one more time. Okay, there's Blake. So we'll bring in Blake real quick. We haven't talked to him, so let's get on Blake Majulis real quick. Hey, Blake, you got a copy? Hey, man. All right. Congrats to you on a heat race number 3 win. Take us back how you felt and how you think tonight's 100 laps gonna work out for you.
Yeah, felt pretty good. Track's really slick, so it's going to be interesting. Might be good if got a nice heavy track just try and get what we can out of it and then go from there.
Yes, sir. It looks like we're still having audio issues. Not too sure what's going on with that. Um, Man, I really wish I can figure this out because it's not working for me. Try talking real quick.
Yo, 10 pull it over.
All right. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. I gotta try to figure this out. For some reason, it's not wanting to work for me. Alright, so I'm going to try to figure this out. For some reason, it's not wanting to work. Everything was all set for us, or for me, so I do apologize for this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see what I can do real quick. I'm not too sure what's going on. Let me see if I can pull somebody down real quick. Because I think I might have... Let me see real quick. Right field, you got a copy real quick?
Yes, sir. Got a copy.
Alright, sorry. Just giving you a heads up. I have no audio for interviews for some reason. I don't know why it's not working. It should be working, but just giving you a heads up, it's not working. I don't know why, so I'm gonna try to figure it out. Like I said, I got too much stuff right now, and it's just not wanting to work.
Yeah, you're good.
We can
Oh,
go
oh,
ahead and
oh, sorry. There we
advance
go.
this,
Hang on.
right?
There we go. I had it
Okay.
fucking gone. Oh my god, I hate myself.
Alright, good job. We'll try to give you the list next 3 minutes. Make it quick.
Yeah, I'll try to make it quick. Okay, now we got it working, Blake.
Awesome.
All right, take us back during heat 3. How you felt and what you got to do to prepare yourself for 100 laps.
Yeah, man, no, I felt good. Track's pretty slick right now, so I was just saying, we're gonna have to make some moves early and hold position, and if the track locks down, you got to be ready for it. So it'll be an interesting 100 laps.
Oh yeah, 100%, Blake. Well, hey, congrats to you on a heat race number 3 win, and hopefully we talk to you later tonight.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's bring in heat race number 1 winner Hayden Cardwell real quick. Hayden, I hate to bring you in again. I do apologize. I guess the audio was not working and I did not catch it. So we're gonna do this one more time. Hayden, take us back. What's going through your mind in heat race number 1, and what you gonna do to prepare yourself for 100 laps?
Oh yeah, they're in the heat race. I just knew how to make 10 clean laps the best we could there. Kind of one lane on the bottom there, but started to move up to the top towards the end there. So just got to get in the rhythm here. 100 laps is a long race. See what we can do.
I 100% Hayden. Well, hey, congrats to you on a heat race number 1. So congrats. Hopefully talk to you later tonight.
Hey, thank you, man.
All right, let's bring in Logan Rumsey real quick again. All right, sorry to bring you in again, Logan. Having some issues with the stream here. Take us back during heat race number 2. What was going through your mind and what you got to do to prepare yourself?
Yeah, just the car felt pretty good. Felt like we had a good balance in the heat race, and I was just feeling it out there, and hopefully the race setup feels just as good, and we could just get through the first couple laps here clean and let the tires come in, and then see what happens after that.
I 100%. Well, Congrats again on your heat race number 2 win, and hopefully we'll talk to you later tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right. I do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Usually I have all that set, but hey, it's time for your A main here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready for your grid. As we got 32 seconds left, let's get ready. $16, 15 seconds left, so just waiting on them to get their thing done real quick. So I'm actually, yeah, we'll do this real quick. We'll do this A main lineup real quick as the checker flag is now waving. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your starting lineup. Main as we get ready to take it green. Let's bring in our main guy putting down in the infield real quick.
We can't extend our
Pudding, you got a copy before we go green.
battle here for 100.
Man, you got these soundboards. Hey, man. I want to know who's your pick here tonight as we're about to get ready to go green.
That's hard to tell,
Green
buddy.
flag,
Right
green
now, at the last, we should come down who's better at saving their stuff.
100%. Well, thank you for coming in, Pudding, and hopefully I bring you down a little bit more, too.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, had to bring down our infield guy real quick to give a little bit of talk. But right now, Hayden Cardwell off to a great start. Like I said, you get 100 laps. People are going to take their time. So Hayden and Logan are going to stay 1 and 2 right now. Blake and Matthew sitting 3 and 4. So right now, Matthew Shelby is running the top of the racetrack. Side by side with, with Blake. I'm going to mix names up so bad right here. I do apologize that. Right now, everyone seems to be saving tires. Kane Williams sitting 7th right now. Brandon Geiswett going at 8th. A little bit of a group here in the back. Track seems to be slicked off, about 3-4 wide. Everyone seems to be rolling the bottom right now, being conservative, saving tires. Jeffrey holding off in the back right now. Hate to see what happened. What's going on with Tyler too? Adam, he's not sitting in a good spot, as he's sitting in that 20th position. But Gavin up to P5. Oh, Gavin making his way up, taking his time. Chase Shoemake, he's rolling the middle of the racetrack right now as Kane's on the top. Got a battle for second. Matthew over the back end of Logan. Oh my God. Matthew Shelby looking to take P2 away from Logan. They're side by side. Matthew's going to go down low. He's right behind Cardwell. Rumsey's going to take P1 away from Cardwell. Now they're side by side. Cardwell has it right at the line. 91 laps to go still in tonight's A main. Gotta think maybe you're pushing a little bit too much. Maybe you're going to try to save some tire like Cardwell is. Cardwell's going to stay to the bottom, then maybe push to the top later tonight. We'll see. But right now, Logan Rumsey's going to rip the lip of the track here. He's going to stay side by side with Hayden. Hayden and Logan going at it for P1. Don't count out Matthew. Matthew's trying to make a good run. Blake Majulis as well, rolling the bottom of the track. He's staying right behind Hayden. You got to think maybe rolling the bottom is going to probably save some tires. He's staying in that grip area, but Logan Rumsey takes P1 away from Hayden right now. Matthew Shelby on the move, trying to take that P2 position away. Matthew and Hayden going at it. Logan Rumsey has P1. Hayden and Matthew side by side. Matthew takes P2. Hayden takes P3. Blake Majulis is on the top now. Maybe Hayden's going to go to the top. Yep, there goes Hayden Cardwell to the top. Cardwell to the top of the racetrack. Matthew's going to sit his eyes on Logan now. Blake Majulis slider for third on Hayden. He's going to get it at the line. Or sorry, down the backstretch. But Hayden's going to cross him right back underneath. side by side. Hayden has it so far. Blake's going to hold the very bottom of the racetrack, get a run. He's going to get a run down the backstretch. He's right there, side by side still. Matthew Selby rolling the top with Logan Rumsey. Rumsey on the top of the racetrack, ripping a lip, trying to rip his fenders off on that race car as he's just rolling that top right now. Right now, Matthew's not giving up right behind him. He's going to stay pretty much consistent right behind him with 82 laps coming to 81 to go. So we only got 10 laps in, coming to 20 laps in so far in tonight's A main already. 0 cautions so far. Dean Reynolds already out of the race. Not too sure what happened to Dean Reynolds. Hate to see what happened to Dean. He's going to pull it into the race field, infield, sorry. Hayden, Carwell, and Blake still going at it. Blake's going to get a nice run right here on Hayden. Hayden, like I said, might just be taking his time, less throttle than Blake and all of them. But I'm not too sure. It could be a little bit different, so... Right now, looking pretty racing. Hayden and Blake, and a yellow is out. Let's take a look at it, and it's going to be on Gavin here. Not too sure what happened. Let's take a look here real quick as I set it back 20 seconds. Replay. So that's going to be our first caution for your A main. Henderson Amusement yellow. So we're on board with Gavin here. He's in the wall, and it looks like he broke, so Hayden's in the wall. Gavin, sorry. He's in the wall and just pulls off the racetrack. Didn't want to bring out a caution. So good on Gavin there for not trying to bring out a caution there, but a little bit too late on there. But overall, that's your first caution into your 100-lap A main here tonight. Right now, Logan Rumsey's still holding off that P1. Matthew Selby right beside him as we're going to be doubled back up here.
Alright guys, stack them up here.
Doubled up once again. Logan Rumsey, Matthew Selby, Blake Majulis, and Hayden Carwell. You're still top 4 right now. Logan was running away with this as we're getting ready to go green flag once again. Matthew trying to get a great start. He's going to get it a little bit. Logan off to a great start. On to the bottom. Matthew Shelby on the top of the racetrack. He's looking for the lead. Matthew takes the lead down the backstretch into 3 and 4 this time by Logan Rumsey looking to come across. He's not going to get it. Give it to Matthew. Matthew takes P1. Here comes Blake Majulis as well. Blake Majulis is in the mix. He's going to take P2 away from Logan. Logan's right there. Side by side action. Slider for slider. Got to think you're pushing a little bit too hard here on those tires. I'm not too sure. I'm not a very good drivers in these 100 laps in the late models. So right now, good battle for second between Blake and Logan. Logan going at it, trying to get that P2 back away from Blake, but Blake holding it off pretty well. Right now, your CFM boys are up front 1 and 2. Hayden Carwell still taking his time, sitting at P4. Kane Williams sitting P5 right now. Bentley Stewart trying to work his way up to P5. He's right behind Kane. Chase and Brian Wells going at it for P6 as well. Sorry, P7. Chasing a 292 machine. Back up here for P number 2 right now. Logan Rumsey finally getting a nice run on the top of the racetrack here on Blake. Blake Majulis trying to hold him off here. Mirrors are off, so you can't really call it mirror driving here because for everyone here. But right now, good battle on for second, but Matthew is just rolling right now. Maybe Hayden Carwell, you might see him pop in later tonight. Might try to get something done later in the race. Like I said, you still got a lot of time. Dean Reynolds up to 12th after he was in the pit, so he might have got his wave around. So Dean Reynolds trying to work his way up through the field once again. Brandon Geiswhite, I mean, everyone's all single file right now. Chase Shoemake as well is right there. Chase Shoemore trying everything he can to get around Bentley, but Bentley is going to try to get a run here on Kane as well. Kane Williams falling away. Actually, the whole other pack is just falling apart right now. James Murphy looking for a slider here on Brian. Brian's going to get him right back. Slider right here. Brian's going to get him right back. James Murphy right there inside of him for 9th position. James Murphy and Brian Wells going at it for P8 right now. Looking pretty good. Slider for slider. You got to think you got to save those tires. James Murphy's just pushing a little bit too hard. As we're not even halfway through this race yet. Right now, Blake and Matthew still 1 and 2. Logan getting a little bit of a run, a little bit of contact there, I think, on Blake there. Not know if he meant to do that. I know these guys race pretty good in the Pro Series. Matthew Shelby up in the front right now, leading. Logan Rumsey, he's just trying to stay right there, stay in a podium spot, maybe try to get up here. But man, not too sure what's going on up here. I see a lot of stuff changing on my overlay, but Kane Williams and Bentley still going at it for P5. Brian Wells, he's working his way up now. Jeffrey a lap down. Gavin 2 laps down. Yeah, I think lap traffic might come in advance here. Not too sure. Brian Wells is trying to get around Mason here as he's battling with Mason here in a 3 car. Brian's going to get a nice run. Top side. Mason right there, not giving up. Mason down low. Slider for P10. Brian's going to get it down the back stretch in a 3 and 4 slider again. Mason's going to get it, come down the track again, side by side down the front stretch. Matthew Shelby, your top 4, like I said, are just rolling away with this. They're all right there, nose to tail. It could be anybody's ball game as we got 57 laps to go out of turn number 4 this time by. Logan Rumsey, actually, no, Matthew, a little bit of contact with the wall. He's messing up. Here comes Blake all over the back end. Oh, contact on Logan Rumsey and Blake. Side by side with Logan Rumsey now. Slider for second. He's going to look for it. He's going to get it. Blake Majuis right there, side by side with him, still clean. Logan Rumsey's running the top. Here comes Blake. Slider for second. No, he's going to stay right there, side by side. Rumsey has it so far. Rumsey running down Matthew now. They're still side by side for second. Hayden Carwell waiting for the mistake to happen. Matthew disappears and comes right back. Not too sure what happened there. A little bit of an internet issue. Matthew is still blinking. Not what's going on with Matthew here, as he just disappeared on my end. And there he is. He's back again. So Matthew having some internet issues going on right now. Logan Rumsey reeling him in right now as we got 52 laps to go. Logan Rumsey all over the back end of Matthew. We're going to stay on a battle here for P1 right now. Logan Rumsey reeling him in closer and closer. Oh, and we got contact. Matthew Shelby involved. Adam. No, Dylan, sorry. Not too sure. Dylan involved with that, and Matthew had nowhere to go. That's going to bring out your second Henderson Amusement caution here tonight. Take a look at the replay. Looks like Jackson Johnstone there as well. So here we're on board with Dylan. Throws it in there. A little bit of contact there with Gavin, and then just still contact going on. Side-by-side action. Gotta think maybe a tire broke. Yeah, looked like the front end of Dylan broke right there, and Jackson also broke when he hit the wall. As you can tell, he's turning. And Matthew Shelby, man, takes a big hit right there on his front end. So you gotta think Matthew Shelby might be, he might.
Yeah, Matthew, you can get your spot back. Caution was already out, and then you make contact, so you will get.
All right, never mind. So they're gonna give Matthew his spot back.
Caution was on.
And I do apologize. It's gonna do that a lot. I had to make sure it was actually working. So they're gonna give Matthew that P1 spot back. Not too sure why.
Green's out. Hang on, we're not going green.
And yellow is back out.
Hang on, we're not going green.
I want to make sure I am live with this real quick. Okay, there we go. Now we extended it. Yep, that's what I want to make sure that's what they're doing. Let's bring in a guy real quick and bring him in. Let's get pudding down in the infield real quick.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't think
Hey, man, I hate that soundboard so bad. Pudding, take us back during what happened there. Looked like Matthew Shelby had nowhere to go. A little bit of contact there with Jackson and Dylan. Take us back. What was going through down there in the infield? Like, what was going on with your POV?
Man, it just looked like Dylan came up the track a little bit and just got too close and spun her out right there.
Oh, 100%, man. Well, hopefully they can figure it out and hopefully keep it green here with the last 52 laps.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Track running in pretty good right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Thank you for coming in, Pudding.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, we're back to green flag action once
Green
again.
flag,
Matthew
green
Shelby
flag.
gets his spot back. That's not going to look good for some of the people. You know, they might not be happy with that call, but hey, it's not my league. I'm only here to show the race. Logan Rumsey's right there, side by side. Blake Majewis is going to go straight back to the bottom. Here comes Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell on the top, right behind Logan Rumsey. Rumsey all over the back end of Matthew. Slider for P1, not going to get it clear. He sees it. Here comes Cardwell. Cardwell slows up, checks up for Logan. He's going to get the nice run, stay right behind him. Blake running the bottom of the racetrack as well. Blake running the bottom of the racetrack. Hayden Cardwell running right behind Logan Rumsey. Logan and Hayden have been clean so far off the wall. But hey, you never know. The cushion's still pushing up. The track's slicked off a little bit, so you got to think. You still got 47 laps to go, and you got to think about those tires here. Logan Rumsey and Matthew Shelby. You got to think maybe Logan probably taking his time now as he's letting Matthew push the car to its limit. Blake Majewis falling back a little bit. He gets back onto the top. He's going to try to reel him back in. Bentley.
Yellow flag is out.
And yellow is out. Not too sure who it's going to be on. Not seeing anybody. Maybe Mason? No, I'm not seeing it. I want to say it's Mason, but he's already in the pits. Looks like Dean Reynolds here, so that's going to bring out another caution. Your third caution here tonight for Henderson Amusement. So let's go back real quick and take a look to see what happened to Dean Reynolds. Dean Reynolds running the top of the racetrack with the 22 right beside him. And the 22 was probably trying to get a nice slider here, but he was definitely not clear. And that's going to put Dean Reynolds in the wall, and it looks like Adam as well getting involved as in that. So hate to see that for Dean Reynolds. So people are getting their wavy rounds right now. Dean Reynolds, once again, he was rolling, getting his spot, and he just got involved with that slider. Not what you want to see. Hopefully they took care of that guy, the 22, or whoever it was. I know it ain't Kane, so whoever it was, hopefully they figured it out. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. Looks like we're going to be doubled up. Matthew Shelby still on P1. 44 laps to go. When we go green, it's going to be 43. Doubled up once again. Here we go, guys. Logan Rumsey wants to try to get a great start. He's sleeping on a restart. That's going to give Hayden Carwell the great start.
Green flag,
Logan's going to carry his momentum down the racetrack. Here we go. Hayden Carwell down low. Side by side. 3 wide for P1 right now. Hayden is going to go back to the bottom. Here comes Blake Majewis. Don't count out James Murphy. James Murphy's in the top 10, top 5 now. And James Murphy's going to put, hopefully that ain't Brian into the wall, because it looks like a little bit of contact going on with him. Brandon Geisway had to check up big time for James Murphy there as well. So Hayden Cardwell, P3 still. Logan Rumsey still trying to run him down. But man, James Murphy is pushing that 65 machine hard as he's trying to get around Kane Williams right here. He's on the inside, still slider inside there. He's not clear. 3 wide for P5. Brian Wells holding off that P5 position right now. He's got some damage. Kane Williams is going to go to the top. Here comes Murphy. He's side by side with him. 40 laps to go. Murphy is still battling Kane for that 6th position. Logan Rumsey and Matthew Shelby going at it now. Here comes Cardwell. Cardwell's looking for a slider for P1. Here comes Cardwell in the mix. Logan Rumsey, he's going to get a run back on him. Rumsey looking for P1. No slider for 2nd. Cardwell sees him, cuts him right back underneath. Hayden Cardwell. What a great slider and momentum to get it back. Matthew Shelby in the wall. Not too sure what's going on with Matthew there. He's a little bit shaken up in there. Logan there, but Logan drops back to P3. Hayden Cardwell up to P2 right now in the number 9 machine. Hayden's going to set his eyes on Matthew now. He's going to go to the bottom. Slider for P1. He's going to get it. Matthew in the wall. Side by side. Down the backstretch. Matthew slider coming on Hayden right now. He's looking. Hayden sees it. Cross under move. Hayden Cardwell's taking it right back. Here comes Logan Rumsey. Rumsey looking for the lead again. Rumsey's going to throw a slider. He's going to get across him. That's going to put Matthew Shelby in P3. 3-car battle for the lead. Don't count on Blake Majewis as well. Logan Rumsey, Hayden Cardwell, Blake Majewis. Majewis looking to take P3 away from Matthew. Matthew drops back to P4 after starting pole. Or starting P1 in that last one. Yellow. And as I say yellow, we get a caution. So... not too sure. Let's take a look. It looks like it was on Randy Jensen here. That brings out your 4th caution for Henderson Amusements.
We'll get you, Johnson. Just get in the pits and try to hurry up and get out, please.
So here we go. We're on board with Randy Jensen in 25. It looks like to be Gavin there, maybe in the 25. Not too sure who else it was being the 25. But a little bit of contact there with Randy sending him up in the wall, and I think Randy broke there. Yeah, you see the front right wheel come off, and Dean Reynolds and Jackson, he just comes down into Jackson. So hate to see that happen for Jackson and Dean. So they all got in the mix of that. Hate to see that happen. But, man, what a battle up front between Logan Rumsey and Matthew Shelby and Hayden Cardwell. I mean, they're going at it. They only got 32 laps to go. We're going to be doubled up once again when we go green here. Caution's still out right now. Next time by, I believe it's going to be 1 to go.
Who got the spot back out here?
Not too sure. Was it Matthew? Or sorry, was it Hayden or was it Logan that was running P1? I do believe it was Hayden. So Hayden Cardwell will start this race again. A little bit of contact there with Matthew there from Logan. So you got to think about it. There's some heat going on right now as these guys are trying to battle for $250. Caution, I believe, still out. Yeah, caution's still out for these guys. So waiting to see what happens, you know, hopefully something pretty good happens here.
I don't know. Anybody else?
White flag, or sorry, 1 to go this time by. Pace truck lights are off. Hayden Cardwell, Logan Rumsey, 1 and 2 again. Matthew and Blake, 3 and 4. So we'll see what happens here as we're getting ready to go green flag once again. And we are racing. Hayden with a great start. Everyone tried jumping in.
Green flag.
Hayden Cardwell off to a great start. Logan Rumsey on the top. He's going to fall back to P2, P3 maybe. He's going to take it right back. Blake Majewis falling back to P5, P6. Majewis is falling back. Kane Williams all over the back end of Brian Wells. A little bit of contact going all the way around the racetrack. A lot of contact going on towards the middle of the pack. Brandon Geisway was in the mix of that. Blake Majewis getting turned as well right there, as you just saw. So, a little bit of contact. Everyone's still trying to push their car to the limit here. Blake's just trying to get away from them. Brian Wells right behind Blake. 3 wide, 4 wide behind him, and yellow is out again, and it's gonna looks like to be on the 12. Man, I'm not too sure what is going on anymore. It's just chaos after chaos. So we're gonna take a look real quick. We're gonna stay on board with Dylan here. Dylan's right there. Oh, and people were already checked up, so Brandon Geiswhite was in the wall. So let's hop on Brandon real quick. Not too sure what happened to Brandon. So let's bring out our 5th caution here tonight. So Brandon's going to bring out our 5th caution. It looks like a little bit of contact. Yeah. So Brandon thought he was clear, was not clear, and a little bit of contact to set him up, and the wall breaks his front right, and everyone else is off the pace. And this brings out our 5th caution here tonight. So hate to see it happen, Brandon. But overall, I mean, it's all right racing, but man, you guys got to chill out. We got about 28 laps to go still. Hayden Cardwell, Logan Rumsey, Matthew Shelby, and Blake Majula still sitting 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to interview your top 3 here tonight as well, so stay tuned for that. 28 laps to go. Hayden Cardwell off to a great start.
Green.
Logan Rumsey gets a nice run down in the front stretch. Here we go. On the top like everyone expected to go to. Matthew's going to try to roll the bottom. Here comes Blake on the top. Blake Majulis is going to roll the top. Matthew's going to go to the bottom. He's going to lose P3 away. Here comes Matthew. Matthew takes it right back away. Matthew right there. Blake Majulis still side-by-side action. Here comes James Murphy. James Murphy, he's in the mix. A little bit of contact there from Matthew and Blake.
Yellow flag is out.
And a yellow is out again, and a big wreck again on these guys. I hate to see what is going on. So we're going to take a look real quick at this. We're going to go on Dean Reynolds here. I think he was just a mix of it, yeah. So it looks like Gavin again bringing out a caution. Just turning, I mean,
Not this race, 'cause I've already
he just turned Jackson down the backstretch and then just nowhere to go. Sorry, the front stretch and just nowhere to go. And this brings out a caution. Dean Reynolds in the mix again, and here comes Dylan. Nowhere to go. It's like I said, it's a dry, slick track. It bring out a big wreck. So hopefully these guys can get their fast repair if they haven't used it already. Some people already have. Hate to see my car right there in a lot of pain. But hey, it's a big track, and these guys are going at it for $250 here. But Hayden Cardwell off to a great start so far, still leading. He fell back early in the race, stayed P4, waited, taking his time, and you know it's definitely paying out here as we get ready to go for 25 more laps. Green flag out once again. Hayden Cardwell off to a great start. Logan Rumsey sitting P2. Matthew Shelby, Blake Majulis going at it side by side. Matthew Shelby and Blake side by side for 3rd. Blake's rolling the bottom of the racetrack. A little bit of contact with the tires. He's right there, not giving up. Matthew all over the back end of Logan Rumsey. Rumsey trying to hold him off. He's trying everything to get a nice run here on Hayden Cardwell. Blake Majulis on the bottom of the racetrack. Kane Williams right behind him as well. Kane gets a little bit of scramble-ish right there. Blake tries to get back to the top. 22 was already there. He's 3-4 wide for that position now. Blake fall back to 6. Not what you want to see. And that 22's in the wall. 22 might be broken up front. Not too sure. The 22 pushing Blake Majulis side by side. And not what you want to see if you're the 22 car, because here comes the 25 of Randy Jensen now. So Blake Majulis falling back big time. Matthew Shelby also trying to get something working here. He's getting closed in by James Murphy. James Murphy rolling him in. Logan Rumsey and Hayden Cardwell sitting 1 and 2. Hayden Cardwell rolling this field right now as he's got a good gap between them. Board here with James Murphy. James Murphy battling for P4 right now. with Brian Wells. Brian Wells
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
there right behind him, and as I say that, yellow is out. And I'm not too sure who was on, but we're going to find out here. Yellow comes out. Not sure if it was on Dean here. No, does not look to be on Dean. So I'm not too sure who the yellow is on for. Try to find somebody real quick, because you know you're going to be somebody up front or up towards the back. So we're going to stay on board here. Keep an eye out. Yeah, okay, there it is. No, yep, there it is. So Chase Shoemake gets a little bit of contact there from Bentley Stewart. So Bentley Stewart, a little contact there, sends Chase sideways there. Nowhere to go for Chase, to be honest. Brandon was there 3 wide. So I hate to see it happen for Chase there, as he was also rolling in. Blake Majulis falls back big time. He's in the back. He must have went in for a quick repair. As we're back to going, as we're getting back to ready, go back green here. Logan Rumsey, Hayden Cardwell sitting 1 and 2 still. Matthew Shelby sitting P3, and James Murphy up to P4 right now. Green flag out. James Murphy off to a great start. Hayden Cardwell goes straight back to the top. Here comes Matthew. Matthew looking for P2 slider tight into Logan. He's going to put Logan in the wall. Logan has some nose damage now. Logan's going to try everything in the 6 car to go. Here comes Murphy. Murphy slider. Logan gets it right back underneath him. Shelby. Here comes Matthew. Slider. Crossover. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. A lot of contact, actually. Matthew's in the mix of it. He's going to dive down to the bottom where Williams is at. Logan Rumsey still sitting P2. Look at this battle right now. We got 4 cars, about 3-4 wide on this track right now, and it's just slick. So these guys are descending it right now as we got 14 laps to go this time by. Well, like I said, being clean so far, he's gone pretty much. He's got a big gap right behind him. Jeffrey up to P3 now. James Murphy trying to get something in the 65 machine to work. Here comes Randy Jensen. Randy Jensen in the 25 machine as well. Don't count out Kane Williams. Kane Williams still dominant to the bottom of the racetrack as he's been all night for the 100 laps. He's side by side with Randy for 5th. Matthew Shelby rolling the top, trying to get around Randy here. A little bit of contact with Randy Jensen. Matthew Shelby right there, not giving up. Attack still going on Matthew, not giving up on that position there for 5th. A great field of cars, a great competition to everyone, but man, Hayden Cardwell, no one around him. You got to think, just take your time. You got at least almost a straightaway lead on the guys behind you as Logan Rumsey's still trying to reel him in. Jeffrey sitting P3. James Murphy still sitting P4 as Randy Jensen's trying to get around on the inside of him. 8 laps to go this time by Randy Jensen and James Murphy. They both save it. Randy Jensen trying everything in a 25 machine to go. Side by side for P4. James Murphy holding it off. Don't count out Matthew. Matthew right there as well. Matthew tried a slider for P number 4 right there, but he's gonna put him back to P6. And James Murphy, man, he's just holding off Randy Jensen for that 4th position right now. I mean, right now your top 3 is still pretty good, but man, the guy to talk about right here, Hayden Cardwell starts P1, falls back to P4. And he's just going to take P1 once again as he's coming into lap traffic as Dylan Coyle's right in front of him. He's pretty much got a whole straightaway on these guys. So it's pretty good for Hayden Cardwell to get a good run. As we got a couple cars back there sideways as well. Brandon Geiswhite trying to work his way up. He's still in the top 10. To be honest with you, if I have to think about a hard charger here, I think it's going to go to Murphy. I'm not too sure where Murphy started. We're going to have to go back and take a look here. But here we go, slider from Randy. He's going to hit the wall hard. Surprisingly, don't lose a spoiler. 2 laps to go this time by for Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell, like I said, leading this race pretty clean. White flag out for Hayden. $250 up for Hayden Cardwell, and he's coming down the backstretch into 3 and 4 this time by. Out of 4, pretty clean on the top, and your winner is going to go to Hayden Cardwell. Hayden Cardwell sitting P1. Logan Rumsey sitting P2 as he comes around out of 3 and 4 this time by, and Jeffrey P3. So what a race there between these guys. A lot of wrecks, a lot of cautions, and I just hate to see what happened, you know. But hey, I hate to see it. Let's try to pull up your results here. Hayden Carwell will take P1, Logan Rumsey second, Jeffrey Watt P3, James Murphy fourth, Matthew Shelby in that 5th position, Kane Williams 6th, Randy Gosway 7th, Randy Jensen 8th, Brian Wells 9th, Alex Murray in that 10th position. So we're going to bring in your top 3 for interview real quick, as these guys are sitting right there. A nice group of cars right there. So we're going to do a quick little interview on these guys real quick. So we're going to go back at least 10 laps like I always do, if most people don't watch my stream. So we're going to go back 10 laps here. We're going to see if we can get these guys in real quick. As we're waiting real quick. So there's Hayden already. We're going to talk to Hayden last. I want to bring in Jeffrey first. I'm waiting on Jeffrey to get in. There's Jeffrey. All right, let's bring in Jeffrey real quick. Let me start this back up. Jeffrey, you got a copy, buddy?
I do.
Hey, man. Dude, you have to be going crazy right now. I mean, if you look at the strength of field and all that, all the tough competition in 100 laps, and you managed to come up to P3. Take us back. What was going through your mind here with the last 10 laps with people rolling in right behind you?
Yeah, because I started last, so I was like, well, I'm gonna just ride. I'll probably end up going a lap down. Then I'll call it quits, and the caution kept coming out and coming out. I was like, well, man, I think I got tired. And then I just started picking them off, and I was like, okay, top 10, okay, top 5. And then next thing I know, I was passing Blake, and I was like, okay, I might have something here.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. I mean, you definitely were on a move here tonight, so congrats to you on a 3rd place run here. I want to ask, dude, what was your tire percentage at the end of the race?
Honestly, I haven't even checked it. I was at 52% on the right rear.
52%, man. That's crazy. I mean, you had to be saving for at least, I don't know how many laps, 60 to...
Yeah.
When did you start actually pushing this race car?
Probably 20 to go, maybe.
That's crazy, man. Well, Jeffrey, definitely worked out the best for you. Congrats on a 3rd place run here tonight. Is there anybody in the car you want to thank before taking off?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for putting it on. I'd like to thank y'all. Majula Say Speed Shop, Midwest Sim Sports, Aces and 8 Customs, Tulsa and Dig. And hopefully I'll see y'all again soon.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like I said, congrats to you, Jeffrey, and hopefully we see you again.
Yep, thank you.
All right, well, sorry about that. That was Jeffrey there, your P3 finisher. I see that James is in there. I want to get him last real quick. Let's bring in Logan Rumsey. Logan, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Tough break there. I know you and Matthew were going at it for a couple laps. Take us back what you could have possibly done different to maybe come out with a little bit of less nose damage and maybe get ahead of Hayden here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I had early in the race, I got into Majulis and it kind of bent my right front a little bit. And Hayden also had right front damage, but I think mine might have been a little bit worse. And it just kind of didn't really help me much, you know. I think I mean, we were on the same setup and everything, and he was just pulling way away. And I think sometimes it's like that. He'll just pull away, and you can't really figure it out. But the damage definitely didn't help me there. And yeah, we were racing for the lead for at times in the race, and it's just hard out there. It's so one laner on the top. If you go for a slider, you're kind of just putting yourself in trouble. You can get fed or shuffled back to. You didn't really get shuffled back. So I was just trying to keep it on the top and not get stuck on the bottom or anything.
I 100%. I mean, it looked top dominant throughout the whole race, and I don't think you ever left the top alone. I want to ask. I asked Jeffrey there. He started pushing at 20 laps ago. Did you start pushing a little bit earlier before 30 laps ago, or a little bit later?
I didn't really push it. I didn't really save much at all the whole race actually. So it probably hurt me a little bit. I know Hayden saved for a couple laps there at the start, and we were top four at a really big gap, so he could save his tires and not really fall back any spots. So it kind of really helped him out. But yeah, I didn't really try to save because I just kind of figured none of the other guys are gonna save, and it's harder to pass them than it is. It's way easier to just keep them behind you. So I was just trying to keep them behind me.
I 100% Logan. Well, hey, congrats to you on a second place run here tonight. Before you go, is there anybody on the car you want to thank?
Well, I just gotta thank Hayden for running this with me and JD Brown for spotting both of us at the same time there, and just everyone that put up the race. I'm not sure all the names, but just thanks to all of them for putting it up, and you for broadcasting it, and that one sponsor that put up the money. Thanks to all of them.
All right, Logan. Well, thank you for coming out here tonight, and hopefully we see you again for another event that we do.
Yep, I'll try to make it. Thank you.
All right, that was Logan Rumsey, your P2 finisher here tonight. Let's bring in your feature winner, Hayden Cardwell. Hayden, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I saw you fall back to P4. I know you're probably taking your time, saving some tire, not trying to push it that much. Take us. Did the cautions help you out a lot, or were you just trying to take your time and wait for those guys to make the mistakes?
Yeah, there at the beginning, there was still a little bit on the bottom that you could kind of roll down there, and really haven't been on here a whole lot recently, but just got back into it, so I didn't know how bad the tires were going to fall off there. So I just kind of rode around the bottom for about 20, 25 laps there, and fell back to fourth or fifth there behind Blake, and realized I had to get up because it was kind of one lane on the top there, and everybody was kind of just crashing in the wall to be fast, but just I feel like we saved our stuff probably as best as we could there, better than a lot of guys up front did. I know track position means a lot, but the cautions were fine until I got the lead. It's kind of scary whenever you know the track's kind of momentum on the top there. I didn't know how good of a restart I could get every time, so the restarts were definitely the scariest thing about it.
Oh yeah, 1%. I mean, you had to think maybe Logan Rumsey on your outside. You had to think he possibly would have got a run. I mean, running with no mirrors is probably difficult here for you guys. I mean, I know you guys are pretty much pros. I treat you guys like pros as you guys were racing here tonight. Uh, I wanted to ask, like, did you start pushing with like less than 50 laps ago, or like at the 30 laps? When did you start pushing that car?
I would say probably around lap 55 or so. Whenever we got to racing with Selby there, I think somewhere around in between 50 and 70 there. I was going as hard as I can at that point. I almost feel like just me saving my equipment made it probably look like I was driving harder, but I just feel like we saved our tires better than everybody because I talked to Logan and I had quite a bit of more right rev left than he did, but I appreciate him for racing me clean and he's an awesome teammate and just everything he does for me to be fast on here wouldn't be possible without him.
All right, 100%. Well, Hayden, congrats to you. You're $250 richer here tonight. Before you take off, is there anybody on the car you want to thank?
Yeah, just everybody at Alpha Industries for making me fast still. Come around every once in a while. Take 6 months, a year breaks, and they treat me like family over here. It's just good friendship. Logan Rumsey for running this deal with me. I know he's kind of bummed out he didn't win because I kind of stole the money from him. He said, but he's a good kid. He can drive a race car just about as good as anybody. And JD Brown for coming in there and spotting us for everything he does for us. And you for the broadcast. You do an awesome job. And everybody with the league giving us a place to race on a Saturday night and with some good money from some good sponsors. So just appreciate everybody that makes it possible. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And thank you, Hayden. And hopefully we'll see you again in the next event we do.
Thank you, man. You have a good one.
All right. Well, that was your winner here tonight, Hayden Cardwell. Let's actually bring in, we're supposed to interview top 5, so we're going to bring in James Murphy, your winner from last night's race, to get a free entry in tonight. James, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, listen, your car was moving. I don't know if you were pushing it a little bit too early or what. You win last night's practice race, get a free entry. You come into tonight's 100 lap. Where you started. Do you remember where you start?
I think 13th or so.
All right, so you worked your 13th all the way up to the top 4 here tonight. Take us back. What was going through your mind and what you could have possibly done a little bit different here tonight?
You started good, and I got stuck on the bottom every restart, and it was not helping. But I had a good car. I got damaged in one of those late restarts, and pretty much just killed my car. So I was just trying to hold on.
Oh, yeah, 100%. With Blake and Matthew right behind you, did you think Matthew was going to try anything on the last lap here?
I looked up and I had a decent gap, so I played it safe, and I didn't think he can get me from that far back.
Yeah, I know with the mirrors being off, was it a little bit difficult out there to predict who was going to throw a slider on you or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I always just assume the dude behind me is going to throw the slider, so I'm always prepared for it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, James, I want to know, when did you start pushing this race car to get up to the top 4?
I mean, I just make moves one by one, and I don't know, 30 or so to go. It was in a decent spot, and started to push a little harder.
All right, you can't complain, James. You come in P4 here tonight, so congrats to you. Is there anybody on the car you want to thank before taking off?
Thank y'all for the race, and everybody back at Twisted Speed.
All right, well, thank you, James, and hopefully we'll see you again for the next event.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up your interviews here tonight. Before I take off, I do want to bring in a couple guys real quick. Just give me a second on this as I turn that off. Let me do this. There we go. And yep. All right, let me bring in our main guy who brought this into action here, Micah Rayfield, real quick. Hey, sorry, Rayfield. I know you're talking to the guys up there. I just want to bring you up down here real quick. I got you on stream right now. I just want to let these guys know what you possibly got planned for upcoming seasons and all that.
Yeah, I mean, this race was a little do-tell ordeal to show what systems worked and what didn't work for us, and we plan to make this a whole lot more strategic and more strict to give us a better race for our guys that we had tonight as well. It wasn't the best, it definitely wasn't the worst, but we definitely have an idea of what we're gonna do now as far as setting ground rules and stuff like that. But yeah, we plan to make this a official series. We are going to try to do 12 races a year, which makes it once a month. We might be a little bit less than 12, maybe 8, 10, just depending on how the year goes for the guys. And we plan to keep money rolling in this deal and really promoting it and getting it out there. Um, I believe we had a pretty decent race tonight. I think track prep was just a little bit off for the end of that race. Definitely could have been better. It was a little bit more top dominant than we expected it to be for sure, especially for uh, a race like this. We hoped it'd be better, but hopefully in the future we get the same guys and we can get um, the big names like we got this time and make this better for the future events that we have accordingly to be planned out. Um, but yeah, I would say real quick, I'd like to give a huge Huge thanks to Curaza Creations for the $20 QuickTime sponsor, and a huge thank you to Henderson Amusements. Without them two, this would not be possible. So I give a big praise to them. They were a big part of this deal and are helping making this possible. Without them, this race would have probably never happened. So big thanks to those guys.
100%. Well, thank you again for bringing me into this stream here tonight, and I'll tell you what, 100 laps. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that again, but hey, it was a good show though. Good show, and thank you guys again. I know it was a little bit tough, with the calls and all that, sliders. You got to learn from all that, But hey, thank you again, and I'm glad I'm here to do this for you guys, and hopefully keep it going.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, well, thank you, Rayfield, for coming down. I will bring down Pudding real quick and talk to him.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Aw, crap. Never mind. He is gone. All right, well, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you again, Rayfield, and we'll talk to you later tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, everyone, that's going to wrap up tonight's stream. I do apologize if I do pronounce anybody's last name wrong. Like I said, I do have a lot of problems with that. But overall, guys, hope everyone had a good 100 laps here tonight. I know it's a little bit late, 11 o'clock for me, so, it's not all right. But I am very tired. I am very hungry. But I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Enjoy some football. Hopefully your team is still in the playoffs or not. But overall, guys, stay safe and have a good weekend.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know